man, because last night I had a pretty rough man, and I got a couple text messages, some stuff that I've been trying to get assistance with my tribe and stuff like that, and uh, it wasn't a good response that I would have liked to get. I sit here and I struggle on a daily basis because I want to prove to people that I can survive out here. And when I asked for some assistance from snack time, when I asked for some assistance from my tribe's nation and whatnot, uh, well, anyway, yesterday I reached out to uh, the the chairman's assistant, and I addressed my concern about trying to get some shelter and whatnot, man, and um try to get some survival, some survival help and whatnot with trying to get me a canvas tent and stuff like that, so I can survive out here this winter. I'm telling you guys right now, you know, I don't want to be living in a homeless shelter. I don't want to be doing this and that. I want to be doing me in the way I want to do my sobriety. And this is how I do my sobriety. This is how I do my sobriety. I know if it gets way too cold, I know that I need to take shelter, and I will take shelter. I'm not that stupid. But when I went to ask um my tribe's government for assistance and stuff like that, I got completely shut down. And I think that's bullshit. That's BS. I was reading on the thing about Leech Lake members and all this. Their nation over there looking out for their members, looking out for their people, and I give good props, Leech Lake, for looking out for your people. More respect to you guys, and that's how you build a nation. By helping the people and coming together as people to help one another, not sit there and help yourselves and help your families uh, get to come up and do this and that. When a person's really struggling out there, they don't look at the big picture. All they want to do is think of money signs, money signs, money signs. But yeah, what if that was your child out there sleeping in the woods, uh, feeding off the land, eating off the land, living off the land, and they needed assistance. You know, all I ask is for a little help and a little support from my nation, and you know, I get the. If I didn't have my recording on my phone right now, I would show you the text messages. And I think it's bullshit. Ooh, I got that. Starting Louisiana hot. But yesterday, I talked to um Jeff Coleman, the chairman's assistant, and I said, well, so I asked him, I sent him a text, and I was like, well, I mean, how long does it take to get assistance around here? Because I've been trying to ask for assistance for a whole week now, and when it should only take just a phone call to call and ask to see if it's approved by either your district rep or the secretary of treasurer or the chairman. And I've sent, a couple texts to my district rep, nothing, not even a response from her. And uh, tried reaching out to different programs, various programs, and nothing, not even nothing. But I got gifted yesterday with a court hearing for my kids. Yeah, I get to go. I'm getting my kids back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I knew I'd do it. 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 I did that all by myself, man. with Whiter CD behind my back, man. Them are the only ones that been there for me, man, since I've started this. White Earth Chemical Dependency Program is the bomb diggity. I love those guys, man. They show support, they show love, and they like helping their people. You know, especially, you know, struggling out of addiction like that. You know, they're there. You know, they got a hotline you can call. If you need support, you know, you got Judd Brown you can call. He's always right around town. You know, he's real good, positive support. Um, yeah, so there's resources, you know, around here pertaining to chemical dependency, which is real great, man. I love chemical dependency. I'm glad I'm with you, involved with you guys. But man, you know, I asked for a canvas tent through my through White Earth Nation, and and Mike Coleman gives me a shout out text yesterday. He's like, "Well, we don't help people with those kinds of homes." I said, "So what kind of homes do you help with?" And I was sitting there thinking to myself, I'm not asking for a house, a 5 bedroom home. I'm asking for a canvas tent so I can make me some shelter to live in for a while until I can get back on my feet. You know, I've moved from Wisconsin over here with absolutely nothing, no clothes on my back, um, maybe a couple pairs of shorts, and what I had. I left Wisconsin. What was it now? August, maybe September, and I come up in here, and the only ones that I tried to reach out to White Earth for, you know, some assistance, and yes, I got a $25 food voucher, but that was for a family of four, man. I had to, you know, put my kids on there, you know, just to get that extra dollar because it probably would have been $10 for a single person. You know, that's kind of crazy, man. And there's people out here on a daily basis struggling and striving, and our people's in our government just walks right by these guys and looks the other way. I think that's pretty sad. That is fucking sad as hell. And you know, I was thinking here, I went to a powwow down in Turtle Lake here some years back ago, and I ran into Chairman Fairbanks on there, and I had coin in my pocket, man, but I just wanted to see what his answer would say. I brought my son up there to meet him, and I remember him shaking his hand, and I said, "Mr. Chairman," I said, um, uh, I said, when whatever you do, I was wondering if you could help my son get a taco. He's kind of hungry, and I remember exact same words, man, today. Uh, um, he told my son, he said, "Oh, you want a taco?" He said, "I'll get you a taco. I got to go do my contest dance first, and uh, I'll come back and find you guys." Well, we waited around, nothing. Up and took off and headed out back to Whiter. But I sit there, man, and I think Chairman Fairbanks and Michael Rock, they can sit there and pay a non-enrolled member that ain't even got an enrolled number, uh, $13,000, to get her mortgage paid, uh, and get her all set up and all this and that, so she's living good out there, and she's not even a band member. I'm the enrolled member, and I can't even get help with a tent. But you can go help a non-band member that ain't got a enrollment number with $13,000, to pay her their mortgage, and I can't even get a canvas tent. How ridiculous is this nation? I'm fed up with it all, man. Fed up with it all. And here I sit here and struggle and eat what I can afford. Sit here and eat all kinds of cut up stuff, all kinds of start up meat. I don't even know if that's fish. while you guys get to eat processed prime rib. Man. But yet I sit here and struggle daily. But hey, I don't give a fuck. I got a hearing set up for my kids, and I'm doing this me by myself with no nation. I don't need your help. I asked for help, I got denied. So I'm embarrassed to even call the owner and even ask for help again because I already know the answer. No. I left messages with my district rep. No. Didn't even bother looking at my text I sent her. Not even at all, man. But you guys can go home and eat prime rib with your families all night long. Snuggle in your warm bed, snuggle in your warm covers. Well, I gotta sit here and beg my nation's government to help me out with a canvas tent. Now, ain't that a shame? Ain't that a shame? I'm disappointed. Disappointed, man. But hey, you know what? I'm sober today. With or without the help of my nation's government, my reservation to be in fact, I'm gonna walk alone regardless if you guys are gonna help me or not. You know, I'm just bringing up the fact that you get all these comments and stuff that you hear on these meetings and stuff like that. The people. What about the people? Nothing about the people. Nothing. You guys bring up people, this, people, that. And what about the people? You ain't doing nothing for them, but stressing them the hell out. It's no wonder why everybody's on drugs around here. You guys don't care. The only ones that care is Whiter CD, chemical dependency, man. Them are the guys that care, man. You got to put more money into the chemical dependency department than any of these other programs you guys are putting money into, or the federal government is, because the only one that does anything is Whiter CD. But yet I sit here and struggle. I bet you guys, none of you guys ever lived off the land like me, man. I'm the warrior. As soon as Jeff Coleman becomes chairman's assistant, he gets hooked up with a nice trailer, nice lot, light, not lots, nice everything. And here I gotta sit here and struggle to beg. No, but he can sit there and suck on a nook, and when Mr. Fairbanks says run, he runs, and when he says no, he tells him no. Sit there with a little nook. I'm passed out about this. I got my links, and I got me. Meow, meow, meow. Yeah. Me and my links stick together. She is wild, so he just started coming to me too. But yeah, this shit's getting sickening, man, with all these lies, man. Can't you just ever tell the truth once? Because telling you the truth is what. Can't waste food. Sorry. I'm on a limited budget. But I don't know. On my next adventure, I gotta get off that subject. Because nothing's gonna happen anyway, so I just do me and my links. You'll survive. Yeah. I woke up last night. I was kind of scared, man. I heard some crackling around in the woods. I didn't know what the hell was going on, man. So I got kind of scared. My zipper broke on my tent, so I got to find new shelter. I'm not going to call nobody, my resident, ask for help because they already told me no, 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 no. And so I'm going to figure out different options. Um, I hope you like and support my page. Show me some love. Like and subscribe to my page. And come along with us on our next adventure. Giggy Wobbleman, thank you. Like and support. Subscribe. Have a good day.